what do you call it? Transcribe. What do you do with your transpose? Transcribe. You put it onto the piece of paper with music. What do you call that? Transcribe.
Transcribe.
No, not compose, not make it up, but you put it on, you write it. In other words, if I'm speaking and you don't know how to spell, I'd have to write it out for you. You're transposing it. So you're transposing those sounds because she knows it, and she'll turn it into a piece of paper with lots of dots and little lines on it. That's called musical language. Well, then I have to start. So then she has internalized that so completely, hasn't she? That this is beyond the thoughts now. She's not saying that she's playing Bach, it's F major, do this, blah, blah. Because she's internalized it. It's the same with our emotions. We've practiced them to perfection. So that's why little girls at the age of 3 can sit there and you look on YouTube and they're playing Bach. Because they don't. Or one little girl, she's 7, she's 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 in America. She's writing pieces for 60-piece orchestras. In other words, she's learned it and she hasn't forgotten the memory. That's all. It's programmed. It's called programming. And it's the same with why the psychos, why this boy wants to torture, why someone wants to kill, because you've programmed with the habits. But it is based upon, you can unpack it and go back to the theories, which is the concepts. You get my point? And that's why to begin to comprehend Buddhism, you have to posit the possibility of karma. Otherwise, there is no reason why Hitler, there's no reason why anybody who's weird, who's not like mummy and daddy. It fits. I remember the time of those Columbine kids. 20 years ago or something. And when people saw their videos and saw their weird philosophies and their crazy minds and they're delusional, they're paranoid, and then they're ending up seeing their actions. And then naturally the first thing we all do, and in all the reports and the papers and everything, you want to find the causes. The first thing we do naturally, and all of us do the same, we run to the external thing to find why did that happen? Why did I do that? We look to the external thing. It's like we're looking for the needle in the haystack, So with those two kids, nobody can find anything in the parents. They were those nice white Christian parents. No one could find any cause on the outside, like that guy in Las Vegas. No one could see anything in his behaviour, in his history. And so we're gobsmacked. We don't know what to do with it because we can't find a cause in the outside. So then, but if we find, like at the time of the Columbine kids, no one could work it out. So then, of course, you've got to blame somebody. I remember reading, like in New York Times, I think last year, it was 20th anniversary, maybe the year before, one of the mothers, she wrote her memoir. And the suffering for those 20 years. The marriage broke up, there were death threats, she had to move, this suffering, because everybody has to blame somebody, and it's always the parents. So they just didn't believe there couldn't be that, because you have to blame, we have to find a thing to pin our anger on, It's very fascinating. Her life was like in torture because she bought into the view that she was the parent. So agony about what should have I done, what could have I done, if only I'd done this, because there's no concept of the boys bringing into this life their own tendencies. So for me, the karmic one is very powerful to even posit, It's powerful. Otherwise, what are you going to do? And of course, if you're a Christian, you can't blame God. See, then you're stuck again there, Very interesting. Let's have some tea. And open the air, let's get the air in to keep the air warm as well as airy. So delicious though, having the fire on, it's lovely. Okay, you people, see you in half an hour.